How you doing this morning, Joe Sims?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Pretty good? There is this enigma approaching the camera.
You can't. You got nothing.
He's empty.
We came for a paddle.
It's a weird thing when people ask you about why you get in freezing cold water every weekend and you're in the North Sea and it's windy and rainy and snowy, but you can't really explain it. Just, yeah, it's a little bit special. It's nice that, just escape from everything, kind of leaving the city behind. Yeah, it's just infectious. It's addictive. Yeah.
When you're in the water, you don't think about anything else. You completely switch off. You leave everything. Any worry that you have, any issue that you have, you only think about when you get out of the water. So no matter how stressed you are, no matter what you're thinking about, you have at least 2 or 3 hours when you're not thinking about it. And that's completely beneficial for your health. It's got to be. It's transcendence. It's above everything. It is complete and utter detachment from everything else apart from what you're doing. You're always searching for the best way of your life. And so everyone that surfs is doing the same thing.
So who is the certain type of person that goes surfing?
We're all crazy. We're all off our rockers, but in the most beautiful way, and it's quite funny. Just like putting your body through something really uncomfortable for a prolonged amount of time for like a little bit of magic that probably lasts about 10 seconds if you're lucky.
As you've heard, surfers are conscious of the ritualistic aspects of going surfing, waxing the board, putting on wetsuits, crossing the beach, passing through the shallows, and paddling out through spaces in the waves. Activities in which the body seems to take over, and accompanied effectively by a growing sense of aliveness. Encountering this surf zone dislocates individuals from their everyday lives and allows their temporary escape to an experience beyond the terrestrial norm. Things happen to surfers in this wet stretch between land and sea. In this ambiguous, unresolved, liminal space, individuals are transformed. Anderson describes the transcendent feeling Stam speaks of as convergence. It refers to the sense of merging with other entities. For surfers, that connection with the wave gives the feeling of being converged with processes far larger than themselves. Woodburn calls surfing a way of being, a mode of civilization, a key to culture. And the magic of the water that Elsa speaks of may only be perceived, he says, by one who carries its value to and from the ocean. The study of blue spaces has established their explicit value to mental health and well-being, and the practice of surfing is bound up in this therapeutic landscape. The connection between body and board and sea, cold face and colder water, aching arms and beating heart elicits a unique and addictive feeling. The body is intertwined so deeply with the natural world that in that moment, nothing else matters. All other thoughts flee as a focus on enjoyment and survival takes hold. In other words, surfing the constantly changing seascape forces the intentionality of consciousness to be focused on the immediate environment. There is no space for anxiety or worrisome thoughts. You exist only in the present.
This is a quote from one of the greats. This is a quote from Laird Hamilton. If he equates it to when there's no waves, you get down, you get very depressed, everything annoys you. What you're chasing isn't, you can't chase it because there's no waves. So it's almost comparable to being a dragon slayer and you've just slayed the last dragon. There's no more. And it's just that utter feeling of hopelessness until the next wave comes.
If I ever face kind of difficulties like stresses at work or kind of family problems or kind of anything to do with that, I just go to the sea because it's like nothing else matters. It's like a medicine, which is weird to describe because it thrashes you about, but it's quite therapeutic at the same time.